I'm just acting Chicallywood.
What has helped your brand? Would you say social media has really helped? Because I've seen you do a lot of skits, things like that. So how would you advocate for actors to start really getting on their social media game to really like, this time?
Yeah, it's hard. Social media is such a fine line, but I have to look at it as free marketing. You know, people pay. People used to pay back in the day to market themselves. Yeah. They didn't have social media was not a thing. And so when I look at it now, I have to look at it as this is marketing and it's free. Like, I'm not paying anyone to post for myself. It's wonderful when a friend or somebody shares it. Cool. You just get, helps. But you are your own business. And social media, you have to look at it as advertisement. I'm advertising, here's a headshot. This is something I have coming up. Come and check it out. Here's some BTS of me that I'm allowed to post up. Check it out. That's what you have to use it for, and for positive networking as well. There's gonna be some crazy networking out there, but positive networking too. I've met a lot of independent filmmakers here in Chicago, mostly from being on social media. And that's really what helped propel me from being at ground zero to where I'm at now. And it was a lot of like social media networking.
Nice.
We
have this stigma where we feel like, I don't want to work a job, because I have this, I'm out here getting it. I'm an actor.
Yeah.
But for you, you're like, man, look, I got to get it, man. I still exist in the real world, The goal is to get to, what the Denzel aspect of salaries and things of that nature. So would you tell somebody like, look, man, until it takes off, work that 9 to 5.
Yeah. Everyone's going to have a different goal, and everyone's starting from somewhere different. Some people may have been starting with family or friends who know what to do, who've been in the business, and they might have a little leg up. I knew 0 people. And so for me, I looked at it as I want to do this to fulfill that void that I feel, that I needed that outlet, that artistic outlet. And so I went to school, I earned my degree, I'm a nurse, yes. And I do it to pay the bills, but being on set, learning a script is what fulfills me. And so there has to be a balance with that. Yeah. I may not ever make it to the Denzel. That would be so cool to do that.
Oh,
but my goal, my goal is, I would love if somebody say, "What's your my goal would be I would love to be a working actor consistently, like as a series regular, or I can thrive and live off that paycheck. That would be a wonderful goal for me. For some people, like just working background really is their goal. There's some people who love working background, like that's their thing. And they do that all day, full time. They love it. They don't want to advance from that. They enjoy that.
It's a movie about that. It's called, I think the name of the movie is called, Hey, Are You in That One Thing I Saw You In?
Really?
Yeah, it's like a documentary, but it's about all the people that you've seen in background work.
Yeah?
A perfect example, so it's the one guy, you've seen him in so many.
I probably have.
It's the Hispanic guy. I think his name is Hector.
I think I know who you're talking about.
He plays in the Bruce Almighty.
Yes. I think I remember seeing a clip about that.
So I think it's called Are You That One Guy in That One Thing? Which is an interesting title.
Like, I'm that one guy in many things.
But they were just talking about like, one guy, I think he made in a year, he made like over like millions of dollars in a year just about doing a bunch of, I think he said he did like close to like 100 or 150 something background
That's crazy.
jobs.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, I don't know what it's streaming on, but either way, I remember I saw that. I was like,
I'm gonna look it up.
Because that's what people say when they don't really know you. To say, hey,
aren't you that one guy?
Yeah.
But that's ultimately my goal. So if I make it larger than that, that's amazing. Yeah. But I think I still got to pay the bills. We got to pay somehow. And some people, will work their nursing job, work their lawyer job, work their McDonald's job, and then do their acting or do their filmmaking, their music making after. That's amazing because you really want to do that. You find time. You're finding the time to do that. Because some people work a job and they come home and pop up in the beer like, I'm done. I'm done. They have nothing else. Their only goal is to watch whatever is on the TV, go to sleep, wake up, do it again. Yeah. And if that's your goal, that's cool. That's your goal. For me, my goal is to come home from work. I'm not gonna pop a beer though. I'm gonna pop like a tea.
A tea.
I'm gonna make a tea. And then I'm gonna relax for a minute, spend time with my family, and then I'm gonna say, all right, let me look at this script now. Okay. Let me take a look at this script. Yeah. Let me learn some lines,
So how does it work now leading into that? When do you decide what you get paid? When do you start saying no? When do you feel like you're ready enough to start saying, okay, I charged X, Y, and Z? Because that could be the very sensitive subject when a lot of people are new.
Yeah.
So for you, when did you start saying okay, I think I'm confident enough to know this is what I need to get paid,
I think it varied by who was asking the question. Because if it was my friend, if it was people I've been working with, we started together. It's been years where we've been working, and they're like, "Oh, I want you to be in this." I might be like, "All right, cool. My rate is gonna be $150 a day." I wouldn't do that to them.
Okay.
Because I think with Chicago, which is super dope, is small but it's big.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people I've worked with, I would do again, only because I've watched them grow and I know what they're gonna do next is gonna be bigger.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times I'm looking at it more as they're investing in me and I'm investing in them. It's a symbiotic relationship, whether it deals with money or not.
Right.
So with those folks, I usually don't come up with money unless they bring up the subject. Oh, hey, I have this and this. Is this cool? Yes, you said meal and credit. You had me at meal and credit, but I'll come for you.
Yeah.
If it's someone new, brand new, never worked with this person, I think it really depends on what the role is, what they're expecting from me. If it's a one-day shoot and I have 3-4 lines and they're like, oh, I'm probably going to be on set for 3-4 hours. I'm like, okay, cool. Probably 100, 120. I'm not.
Yeah.
Most of it is, let's see what you can do. You can see what I do. I'm on a new set. Let's learn something. Let's grow together. Establish a new relationship. But really, it took some time. And I think because I had to establish relationships with people for me to feel comfortable enough to even offer it. And that's really more to people I don't know yet. Because I don't know where you're coming from. How are we shooting this film? On your phone? Are you using a camera?
Right.
Is your cousin's uncle, daddy, baby daddy going to be the co-star, the lead, and he never acted before? What's happening here? I need to learn more. I need to know more about what you're entailing about this project, and then we can talk about
I think I saw a project. So I had a film that was in a film festival called Facing Your Demons. But I think you were in a film that was shot or produced by Anton Mitchell.
Yeah.
And I think it was interesting because you were beating up a guy.
Yeah, the everlasting
it was interesting because I've always
Life of
seen
Mary
you,
Jo.
There you go. That was an interesting title too.
Yeah.
Because I've always seen you do kind of funny
That was such a fun role.
Yeah. So
and it was a trailer concept. It was a concept trailer.
Yeah.
So it was super short, but it was a concept trailer that he hopes to pitch to other directors to kind of make an actual feature from this. So it's it's snippets of what could be. And it was so awesome to bring this character to life in such a short time. It's she goes from A to Z, and you're whoa, what happened?
Yeah, she was really the guy was a whole ass.
He was so good though. He did so good. I was getting to a point where oh, I really don't like you. But he was so good. He was amazing.
Nice. So your craft and your skill set. So you pretty much what is goals for you? Because what it sounded like you said you have to invest in yourself.
You have to.
So what is your goal and what are you trying to get to? Are you trying to get behind the camera soon, or is it mostly right now I'm just focusing on just working with it, just building a team? So what is goals?
Yeah. Well, an amazing goal would be to be a series regular. I think that would be the ultimate goal, to be a series regular character on Chicago PD, Chicago Med, series regular.
Right.
All the time.
Yeah. Marquee name.
Marquee.
Yeah.
That would be the biggest, coolest goal. Until I get to that goal, I got little speed bumps around. I would love to get one of my scripts actually put out into the world.
Yeah.
And so right now, currently, I'm just trying to get together people who are open and willing to help someone who's never
getting into the producing side of
this
it.
is a whole another side of Telly. Because Telly's an actor, and so to be oh, she's gonna produce something. She's gonna produce something.
That's gonna be good. That's gonna be pretty cool.
It is. I have a couple. I've been working with a couple friends. Shout out to Barry. He does Verse Films. I don't know if you guys have heard of Verse, but he shoots really cool music videos. He does a lot of PSA projects. So we've teamed up, and we're thinking about getting one of them off the ground and running, but it's still a work in progress. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping by this year I at least get one of them out into the world.
What's a role that you're I'm not really for that. I'm really good on that. Or is it oh no, this is art, so I'm trying to take it all.
Yeah.
But what is it? Certain stipulations, or how do you navigate that?
I am open to all roles, because all characters deserve to be brought to life, right? And that's the whole point of doing what we do, is to bring characters to life. That's not me. Right. That's the whole point of it. That's not me. So let me play as that person, as that character.
But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
what if you do it so well to where you get typecast? Because I know some people don't like that. You know, some people can break that. Like, what's my guy's name from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air that played Carlton? Alfonso
Rivera.
Yeah. So, you know, he killed that role so well to where, like, I could never imagine him being a gangster role.
Yeah, he couldn't be, no.
But, you know, but how do you navigate that?
I think, I don't know, me personally.
I'm just acting Chicallywood.